From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Panther 11, go!
Now Stroud. This ball deep for Tony. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Stroud on third down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Godwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Texans 7, Bills 0. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Shrugs him off. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't?
Johnson on poke 3. Football's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And remember, he put one on the ground last week, so the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble loss.
And 0 excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL, and it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling. them raking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college, and that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 2. It's Eckler again. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes third and about a foot.
60 average.
Stroud sets up the play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Ball that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
18 Rattlers.
Stroud now on fourth down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Panther Street.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go now.
Second down and 6 now.
19 Lions.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Stroud working out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that set.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Buffalo 18.
Play action.
Here's Stroud. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That is caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Cut 19, Cowboy 80. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
He was brought down by Matt Milano. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter two, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Come on, hey! Hey, check that, street.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Touchdown!
Chris Godwin
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Bills, nothing. Tiny Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And now the rookie's free. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long, as one of them told us. If I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Up the middle. And he loses the football a second time. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times, I think, they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Stroud now on 2nd down. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. So how about this? They'll change it at the line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Texans send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Texans' 45-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. 56, 56. Half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
Middle. Half 10. Look out.
Here's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Flushed under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
This ball deep for Tony. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And the Texans first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing now is Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. He'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
50 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. He's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 43 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Stroud off the play fake.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Stroud sets up the play action. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Stroud out to his left. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
31 yards on the punt there, and they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Diggs in motion right. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Johnson running right. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bills have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics.
Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
65 here. 65. 79 Broncos.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Allen going to throw. Stephon Diggs. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Here's 3rd and 7.
To throw, it's Allen.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's got but not before he takes it inside the 40.
22 yards. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, 36 yards.
And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Hold it ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Tony. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here goes Stroud again. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Eckler is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
What's that?
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them. All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Chris.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Bills, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York